I want to tell you something about these two. These girls are really, really, really on the ball. And what they're going to share with you is going to blow your mind. So if you have anything that you can record them on your iPhone, your iPad, what have you, I would highly recommend it. They're very good. This is good information. You do not want to miss it. If you have people that are out of town, if you have people that you want to share it with, because you know there's not everybody, you know, your whole team is obviously not here. So if you want to share this information with your team, I would seriously consider trying to find a way. Vince is very sweet, Mr. Vince the Prince is recording us, so Vince the Prince will put it up on the Premier website, on our TNT website sometime soon. But you know what, I'm like instant gratification. I have to have it now. You know how that is. So if you, and I have to remember it. So anyway, I'm going to give the microphone to which one of you? Okay.
All right, I'm going to go first because the whole point of this is loving your home show, being real excited about it. So Kelly's going to do that afterward. We've always talked about how to get your jeweler off to a great start, so we thought, you know what, let's talk about the awards and recognition program that Premier provides for us. That's the best way to train a new jeweler. In our jeweler handbook, in the awards recognition section, Andy Horner writes, we would not be worth a nickel without ambition and a competitive spirit. There's nothing wrong with striving to be the best and to be number one, but do not be competitive to beat others out, but for the personal reward of achievement. Learn to enjoy other people's success as you succeed. Compete against yourself, your goals, and your past performance. When competition is healthy, it can motivate us to greater things and be challenging and positive force to move us on. Work hard, but not only at your job, but at forming loving, give-and-take relationships with all the people that you touch. They're encouraging us to do contests. So let me ask you right now, what Premier contest are you going for? Are you going for anything? I want to talk about maximizing our company's compensation plan. Maximizing it for new jewelers and for all of us. Premier wants us to be successful. They want us to have more jewelry than we know what to do with. That's why they're constantly giving us contests. Premier sets us up for success, and if you follow all the contests they provide for us in the beginning, we're going to have a thriving business. There's no way you can't if you're focusing on that. And if we make sure that our new jewelers do these contests too, they're going to have the same thing. You know, sometimes we make it more difficult than what it really is, but Premier has already built the steps to success for us. So what's the first start? The first contest that they give us right out of the gate, Quick Start. We celebrate with them. We're excited for our new jeweler. They're doing Quick Start. Woo, they've done 6 shows. But we tend to stop paying attention, or 9 shows, and we tend to stop paying attention to them after that because we think they got it good. They're good to go. They've done their Quick Start. But Quick Start is friends and family doing those shows, right? They don't have to do a lot of booking activity and that kind of stuff. They maybe don't even have that booking activity down pat. And we kind of set them up with low expectations. Some of us, we tell them, you know what, I know you work full time, but just do Quick Start. Do it, you know, so you can win that free jewelry, and then you can slow down after that. So then they have those distractions that come in afterward. They get back to work in their job. And unless these new jewelers are super confident in asking for shows, or they have role play booking activity, once those shows are done, sometimes so is their business. What?
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You're doing a really good job, thanks. But I just want to show something.
Okay.
Okay, my turn. Quick Start. How many of you, did your new jewelers actually achieve Quick Start? I would say most of them do. And then they're, just like Amy said, at the very beginning of their business. So let me just give you an example of what usually happens. Week 1, they'll do 2 home shows, okay? So that's a $600 profit, which of course that 10% check that you're receiving is $60. Week 2, 2 home shows, because you know what? They want to be able to make their money back for the kid. Week 3, week 4.
Wow, this is really good, Cal.
Yeah, this is good stuff. And so let me tell you, here's what happens in the very first month of the business. The profit is about $2,400. They're receiving their Quick Start. They got their 2, 4, 6, 8 home shows in. They're receiving that Quick Start, and they've made their kit back, plus some profit. And then, if you've ever noticed on your commission check when you have a brand new jeweler, it's pretty high, isn't it? It's pretty high. But then what happens? Amy was talking about distractions. And it's the truth. And if you will look, typically what happens, Amy talked about, you know, they're excited that they finally got that done. And then let me show you what happens in the next month and all future months. And this is very, very typical. You will then see just 2 home shows. Because did you know that the average jeweler, 80% of the jewelers do 2 home shows? Let me show you what happens. They're making a lot of profit in the beginning, and they're all excited about this business. Your check is really, really big, so they're happy, you're happy, and then literally, this is what happens generally month after month after month after month.
And because we let them fizzle out. We don't stay on top of them. Yeah.
I know.
Good point. Thank you, Kelly, because that really was awesome. Is that awesome? Is that a good slide? So good. Okay, back on track. So how do we make sure that our new jewelers are getting bookings? Seriously? Okay.
Okay. Have you guys seen this perfect start? Because what happens, I think, and maybe you should talk about that, because that's pretty good stuff.
That's really good stuff, Kelly. You are on the
Don't
ball. And
see
look,
that phone.
I have it right here.
Okay,
that's good.
Just check.
Okay, she is right. She is right. Perfect start. That's what we came up with. The three of us came up with this perfect start contest because if you plug them in, they're going to have no choice but to be successful. Well, here's what perfect start is. When they attend the first 3 trainings, because you know once you plug into training, you're hooked. Because we're all magnetic and they just want to stick around. And they have to call you after their first 12 shows. Because you know what? If there is a problem, if they're not getting bookings after their first 3 or 4 shows, then how do we know? I mean, their business isn't going to continue. So if they have to call us after every single show that they do, then we can diagnose a problem. We can diagnose, okay, how did you like it? Were they having fun? How many bookings did you get? Because really at this point, I don't care too much about retail. I want to know if they're getting bookings. Because if they don't have bookings, there's an issue and their business isn't going to continue and they're going to fizzle out anyway. So you're diagnosing the problem. So now the whole point of Perfect Start, we're getting them to go to trainings. We're getting them to attend a new jeweler orientation or a Success University, whatever we're calling it. They hold 12 shows in 4 months. They're going to call their sponsor after each one. And this also puts the accountability on them, and it plugs them into calling you and keeping in touch with you. Now, obviously, if they're not, if they don't call you and you know that they've had some shows coming up, you're going to want to get in touch with them. So don't be afraid to call them. But that's what this does. Also, we expect them to attend an opportunity presentation because you know what? In the beginning of their business, they're excited. They're making money. They're excited. It's going to rub off on people at their shows and their girlfriends are going to see, oh my gosh, what is this about? So you want them to bring guests to an OP because that also gets them into the habit of thinking, who can I share this business with? And you reward them, and you reward them big because you know what? Well, I know that Kelly right now, when they do Perfect Start for her, she gives them Hood House, or she reimburses them for Hood House. That's a $90 program, $99 program. Or give them $100 cash, whatever will motivate them. Because I've had some jewelers say, you know what, it's got a lot of money out of my pocket. You know, maybe I'll give them $50 in free jewelry. Really? Are you kidding me? They got a lot of responsibility here. I would not work this hard to get $50 in free jewelry that I know all I have to do is spend $25 to get. You know what I mean? It's not a big enough carrot dangling in front of my nose. So that's why you give them that big carrot, because they will work for it and it will come back to you tenfold. So again, the idea is that by doing these 12 shows, these new jewelers are going to be so strong because all along the way we've diagnosed and treated any issue that's come up. Now they can focus, and they will focus on going for the other contest, which is basically you want them to be doing Quick Start over and over and over again.
You know what, Amy, that is a good point, and I don't understand. I don't understand why jewelers do Quick Start and then they just stop. So you know what? Why don't we just encourage them to do Quick Start every single month? What do you think would happen?
Oh my gosh, really good. Brilliant. God, you're so smart. That's why we hang out. I know. Remember our goal. I want everybody to write this down. Maximize our company's compensation plan. Big letter. Some of you aren't writing.
I am.
Thank you, Donna. Maximize our company's compensation plan. Premier is willing to make our jewelry boxes overflow with free jewelry. They're willing to do that. The more we do, the more they're willing to pay us. You guys, we could all be millionaires. Why are we not maximizing what Premier is going to pay us? Why are we not going for these contests and maximizing both our jewelry displays and our own paychecks? Think about that. So we encourage Quick Start after Quick Start after Quick Start. That's really only about 2 shows a week, one during the week and one on a weekend. And we're only gone for a few hours at a time, 6 to 8 hours a week to have a business that will pay for whatever our hearts desire. That's huge. The more we do, the more people we meet, the more lives are changed. the more we maximize Premier's compensation plan. They are willing to pay us big with both jewelry and money for all of us. Now, like Kelly said, I know that not everybody's going to do 2 home shows a week, and that's okay. 80% of the people won't do it, and that's okay. But this is Leadership Club, and this being Leadership Club, this is where the elite hang out, right? Raise your hand if you're part of the elite group. Oops. Yep. We are the elite right here. This is where we build our own dreams, right? You can get whatever you want out of this business. Can I get an amen, Sheila? Thank you. We build our own dreams, and we help build the dreams of other people. That's what Leadership Club is about. We have the vision. This is where we have the vision to see in others what they don't see in themselves. Is anybody here because sometimes they felt that their leader saw more in them what they didn't see? I know I am. We know that the only way we can affect more lives is by doing more shows, by doing more Premier events over and over again. You can't meet and affect as many people if you're not doing shows. It's what I do, it's what Kelly does, it's what Megan does. Let's see where I've lost my place.
Oh, Amy.
Okay, what?
Can I say something?
Well, I was going to, you know what contest comes after Quick Start? What?
Yeah, because I was going to say that.
What, really?
Yeah.
It's in my notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have a slide.
Okay.
Okay.
Or, of course she has a slide.
Now, you
Go
guys,
ahead.
Yeah. I want you to really look at this, because sometimes what we do is, remember, and I'm going to pull this back up again. This is the first month and a half of your new jeweler's business. Remember, she's making a lot of money in the beginning, and what happens after that? Remember, it goes significantly down. Of course, wouldn't you like to have, the average amount that you're going to, you and everybody else on the commission checks are $50 to $60 a month. Month after month after month. But you know what? Can you imagine doing Quick Start over and over and over? So what I want to show you is you're right ready for Amethyst, because here's the 2,400. The very first one is Amethyst. And you know what? All you need to do is 2 shows a week and sponsor a jeweler. 2 shows a week and sponsor a jeweler. Month after month after month. We talked about doing Quick Start month after month after month.
You mean you have to sponsor a jeweler every week?
No, every month.
Okay.
Yeah, but you need to do 2 home shows.
Okay.
Because you know what? This is Leadership Club, Donna.
Right.
And so we're not just average jewelers. We're not the 80%. Who is in this for a hobby? I don't think anybody in this room, right? So you know what? Basically what's going to happen is there's your 3,000. And Amy's
Look,
gonna...
I had boxes. Kelly made a slide, but I brought boxes.
Okay.
This is the free jewelry.
Go ahead.
Amethyst, 3,000 CV, you're winning $200 in free jewelry.
But Amy,
What?
everybody thinks of Amethyst as $200 in free jewelry, and that's great because new jewelers usually, when they get Quick Start, will earn Amethyst. But let me tell you, I want to show you the reality of this, because you know what? What's happening here is look at that profit. Because if you are doing 2 shows a week and you're earning, there's your 3,000 CV, you're earning that kind of a profit. So there you go. So, after Amethyst, Vanna over there.
Okay, yeah, Sapphire. Sapphire.
Sapphire ribbons, your ribbons match the color.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And so, but Amy, Sapphire, that's great, the free jewelry. Amy's holding up that free jewelry, and that's great. We think of this as free jewelry. Girls, we're Leadership Club. Look at what you need to look at right here. And it's months 2 and 3. So basically, it was like Quick Start for the first month, Quick Start for the second and third month. So look at that profit.
These are good slides. You know what I'm noticing too, Kelly?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt you now.
Yeah.
3,000 CV in the first month, and in months 2 and 3, 6,000, because that's in 60 days. All you're doing is Amethyst again for 2 more months in a row.
Yeah,
that's what Amethyst is.
That's what I said.
That's what Sapphire is.
Quick Start, yeah.
Oh, did I not get it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So then after that, you're basically doing Quick Start 3 more times, right? You're doing 2 shows a week and sponsoring 1 new jeweler 3 times in a row. I know, look at this.
So again, maximizing our company's compensation plan. They're paying us big bucks, and they're giving us free jewelry to boot. That's awesome.
Look at that profit. So what comes after the Ruby? We're going to do Quick Start 4 times in a row. You're going to do Quick Start 4 times in a row.
And how many times do you have to sponsor when you're doing that, Kelly?
You know, since it's 4 months, that would be 4 new jewelers. Because guess what? Quick Start plus a new jeweler. Quick Start plus a new jeweler. When you're doing 8 home shows, you're sponsoring a new jeweler. You are.
And here's what's happening. Now, I know some of you are thinking, you know what, but really you just want everybody else to do the work so you're making money. Here's the deal. If you're going for a contest, if you're encouraging your new jeweler to go for a contest, she's making money. So is she happy or is she really bummed out that this business doesn't work? No, she's happy. She's excited. She's making money. You're making money. She's being blessed. You're being blessed. You're reaching more people. It's a win-win for everybody as long as you have that
Do you
mentality.
want to see the totals? I got
Yeah.
the totals.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Of course she does.
if you keep doing this, girls, but you know what? We don't often look at this. Yeah, she did earn $2,000 in free jewelry. But look at that profit. So instead of doing quick start and then doing 2 shows a month, right? And you know what? 80% of the jewelers will do that. But guess what? You're in Leadership Club. So every one of you here, you should be doing this because this is a business. This is a business. And that...
And you know what? It builds consistency. See, she's interrupting, but I have a microphone, so I'm a little bit louder. It builds consistency, and what you plan for, you go for. If you have a plan, you work your plan, right? Hey, Kelly, you know what? I'm just going to throw this one out there because I'm assuming she probably has a slide for this next question that I'm about to ask her. What else can we do to up our CV every month so we can work smarter and not harder and earn all this stuff, all this crown jewel program?
I do have a slide.
I knew it.
So obviously this is going to get you the CV, but let's just say that maybe you don't have 8 shows in a month, maybe one cancels and you have 7. This is very, very near and dear to my heart because I'm telling you this works. So increasing CV helps you earn the free jewelry, but what else does it do? Increases paychecks. And if your paycheck is being increased, she is being blessed. Don't think of it like it's not about me, because you know what? It's about everybody. So here's what happens. I'm telling you, if you take the Hostess half price, is it worth it? I spend an extra 15 minutes with every single hostess on the phone without fail. I am telling you, and I promise you that this works because I'm a numbers person and I have tracked this. I have.
Of course she has.
I have added $50 extra per home show from the get-go. Because you know that slide before where it showed amethyst, sapphire, ruby, and emerald in 7 months? I did that. But you know what helped? This. Because what's going to happen is, what I do is when the hostess gives me her list, I put it in. What does she usually give you when you tell her, Donna, if I told you you had $300 in free jewelry, what would your wish list be? You'd probably give me how much? We would want you to, but usually what hostesses do is they give you what you tell them.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That's what they usually give you. So what I do is I show them where they're at. I send them an email with the receipt of everything.
Kelly, how do you send that receipt? Because I don't know how to do that.
You know what? If you have Hooden House, you can actually save that receipt to a PDF, and you can email it to her.
I so thought this was my training.
I know. And then I force the items to half price for her. And I take that receipt and send it to her. And I work with her on the phone and I say, Holly, I just sent you 2 receipts. You can get this much jewelry, or if you just pay $50 more, you can get $150 more in free. So what happens is she does pay the $50 more because she wants another $150 in free.
That's what they get there.
Do you guys get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Say it again.
Basically, you take her free jewelry, you change 8 items from the free, and you force them to half price. Now you show her what her new total would be, but then there's the unused credit that's just huge. And you say, paying this much more money is going to get you this much more free jewelry. And here's what happens. I usually work with her on the phone, and she'll be picking out jewelry. So how do I help her? I see what she got, and I start suggesting things. You ought to get this matching bracelet. You ought to get this. You're doing that. 15 minutes. Let me show you what's going to happen. Let's say you have a 10. Does anybody here have 10 people on their team? Okay? What's going to happen? If they do 2 home shows and there's $50 extra, that's an extra $1,000 in CV. That's $100 a month pay raise. That's $100 a month pay raise from your team of 10. If you have a team of 20, of course it's doubled, it's 200. If you have a team of 60, Sheila, do you have a team of 60? If you did this with every single hostess, you're going to have an extra 6,000 CV. That's a $600 pay increase. You think you can maybe take your kids to Disney, right? Okay. Who's got 100 people on? Amy, do you have 100 people on your team? Yep, I do too. And you know what? That's a $1,000 pay increase. We can teach you those things, but unless you know the monetary amount that goes with it and how you can help teach your jewelers, you may understand this, but if you aren't teaching your new jewelers this, or if you are, that's going to help them achieve those crown jewels, and it's also going to help your pay increase, but guess what's going to happen? They're going to teach them what they know, and then they're going to get a pay increase. So why not what Amy said, maximize what we have. Amy, do you have any other examples of up in the CV? I bet you do.
Thanks, Kelly. I do. When we're trying to up our CV to earn these contests, a great thing is to offer a promotion when Premier doesn't. I typically do, and I think Kelly does this too, for every 75 you purchase, you can get any additional item at half off. Instead of doing a free scarf with a purchase or a gift with a purchase, I'll offer a half off item because then that will up CV. And it's a great thing when you're trying to earn a trip, when you're trying to earn anything from the Crown Jewel program, all of that stuff adds up. That could be a whole other training in and of itself. But Premier is very smart. They took the guesswork really out of all of this. Now, if our new jewelers are doing Quick Start, they're doing the Perfect Start, and they're going to do Quick Start again, chances are they may have sponsored, because the more shows you do, the more activity you do, and the more excited you are because you're making money and you're in front of more people, chances are you're going to sponsor more, and you may have earned at Jones Rookie Club too. Stand up if you've earned Jones Rookie Club. So if we do Quick Start and we are almost to Jones Rookie Club with shows, we're excited, we're attracting more people to the business. Since we're in Perfect Start, we have to bring guests to an OP anyway, so we make Jones Rookie. Yeah. Do you have a slide? Yeah, figured. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Do you remember, what are we talking about? Doing Quick Start over and over and over again, month after month after month. Are you doing Quick Start over and over and over again? You should be. And you know what? If you keep doing Quick Start over and over and over again, and you're getting the Crown Jewel, which you say we're sponsoring one jeweler a month, right? Isn't that what I said? Mm-hmm. So basically, month 1 and month 2, you're doing it. You sponsor one a month. You got Rookie Club. Do you have a bunch of boxes over there? $300?
No, I wasn't really quite as prepared. Oh, I do. Yes, yeah. Hang on.
Yeah.
Jones Rookie Club. And you know what? If you do Jones Rookie Club, you're halfway to.
Wait.
I guess.
You're halfway to Builder. So month 3 and month 4, what do? We're doing Quick Start again. We're sponsoring one jeweler again. And as you're doing these things, not only are you getting that free jewelry, but how much a month per jeweler are you gaining? It's good stuff.
It's good. It all goes hand in hand. And once you're a builder, you are more.
You get designer. Yeah, designer. Amy's got the jewelry over there, but I got a slide.
Yeah, slide.
So months 5, 6, and 7. So all we did here is Quick Start over and over and over again. So what's happening? Your jeweler is now in leadership, right? She's a designer. She's going to that red dress gala. She's making $50 to $60 a month per jeweler, right? Because 80% of the jewelers do 2 home shows a month. But guess what? She's going to start creating leaders, because leaders will get you more like $240 a month, right? And how do we do that? We do Quick Start over and over and over. Are you doing it? You see the pattern here. So what if we do, oh yeah, I just said that. Okay, okay, I just said all that stuff. But that's a good ugly slide, right?
Okay. And so what we're doing is we don't have to make this harder than it is. Premier puts the contests out there for us. Do these contests and then encourage these new jewelers that we are bringing in when we become part of Jones Rookie Club, Builder, Designer. We encourage them simply by keeping in touch with them through Perfect Start. We have our new jewelers do the same, which leads us to diamonds. It makes sense. But more importantly, more productivity leads to positive feelings, Low productivity leads to negative feelings, and you can't have a good business if you're not being productive in your business. So if we're doing this over and over again, we get good at it, and then it's fun, and then we stay in business because we have a business.
And you know what, Amy?
What?
Sometimes people achieve all those things and then they're done. And that's kind of a bummer. And I was kind of like thinking, what do we do if those contests are all done? Like I achieved all those, and like now I'm not sure like what I'm supposed to do because like there's no more contests.
Yeah. Ooh, good point. Good point.
So what do you think we should do?
I want to show you something. She has slides.
I got a bow and arrow. I got a bow and arrow, but hang on. I know, I would be totally afraid of me right now. But you know what, the problem is, I don't know where to aim. I have no idea where to even shoot this, but I got a good, it looks good, right?
Wouldn't it make sense to say that if we have no target, we have no idea where, what'd you do?
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Did you put a slide up of a bow and arrow? I brought one.
No, I didn't.
If you have no target, you have no idea where to aim. You have no idea what to shoot for. So the first question I asked in the beginning was, what contest are you going for? Where are you aiming? What are you shooting for? It's time to start over. It's time to start over and do another quick start. It's time to start over and do another home show club, to go for the Crown Jewel program. Do it with your new jewelers. Run right alongside her. It's a great way to help keep her motivated and to stay on task with her. You're both doing the same thing. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel and come up with new contests. You're calling her and saying, hey, did you get another show added in for Quick Start? Hey, did you get another show in added for Amethyst? It's not hard for you to tell her what to do because you're doing it too. She gets the jewelry rewards for sure. Her business is rocking and she keeps going. But now what about you? You don't get the free jewelry from Premier. But you know what? You reward yourself with your own prize. Like this outfit? I won it in a contest. Contest that I gave myself. Vince couldn't complain. He said, woo, way to go, way to go. I'm out shopping, reward myself. Seriously, oh my God.
I have another slide.
Can I finish? Real nice. Real nice. You know what I have to say with that? We're Team Logan. We don't need a slogan. Donna, do you have something that can make her focus? Can you make her focus for me? You know what? Premier has written it all out for us. I challenge you all to start this week by doing your own quick starts. Don't do it alone. Grab a partner, or better yet, sign up a new jeweler. Test yourself. Challenge yourself. So you know what? I'm going to sign up a new jeweler, and I'm going to do this right along with her. I guarantee you, your business will be on fire. An easy way to add shows to our books. Now, some of you might be thinking, you know what? I'm down. My shows are just slacking this month. What can I do? The best thing to do a celebration show. That is one thing that I learned and I love from Steve Wiltshire is he talks about the celebration show. I'm going to call up 12 people. I only want 12 people there, and I'm going to call them up and I'm going to say, Tammy, I'm having this celebration show where I'm spoiling people, and I just really want you to come. And I'm only inviting 12. Can you make it? It's on this night. And she's going to tell me if she can come or not, and I'll know to send her an invitation. I'm going to have dinner. I'm going to do exactly what Bean did. I am going to serve them dinner. I may have to do Stouffer's or carry out, but you know, you do what you got to do, and you spoil them and you get them there. And we'll send you out a link that if you want to listen to the exact verbiage, it is out there. Don't reinvent the wheel. Maximize your time as well as the compensation plan. Do a monthly celebration show. Do one of these every single month where you're inviting 10 to 12 of your top people that you want to do business with. Invite them over, spoil them. Do it as a mystery hostess show. This is going to help fill your calendar and fill in the gaps that you're working toward for some of these contests. Now you might be thinking, okay, so I add another show, but how do I maximize and get my jewelers to maximize their bookings at a show? Because really, I don't want to go do homework. I don't want to get on the phone when I don't have to. I want to do my work while I'm at my shows, because that makes sense. You have to do one huge thing. Huge. This is so huge, and we've already mentioned it here. What do you have to do at your shows to really get these bookings? What do you have to do?
Excite
Excitement? Uh-huh. Okay, booking activity.
Give away a purse.
Yeah. Give away a purse. That always works too. Hostess coach. But even more important than that, these girls up here that have the most shows, Donna said on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love your shows? These girls that had crazy, crazy numbers of shows, they love, love, love their shows. That's what you have to do. You have to love it so you can have fun at it. When people are having fun, they forget that they didn't want to come to the show in the first place, right? How many of you think, I don't want to go to that? But when you're having a good time, that's what happens. They forget that they said they would never, ever do a show because they have fallen in love with you because you have fallen in love with your show. You have loved on them because you love what you do. And the fact is, if you're doing a show, what you're doing now isn't working, then change it. If you're not getting bookings, take a step back. Look at what you're doing. What?
I really love my home show.
I know you do, Kelly. I know that you absolutely love your show. And before you know what, do you want to see what a 3 soon-to-be 4 diamond designer does to love her show so much? I want to tell you one more thing, too, that we leaders do. We all have days where our home show is not that great, and we feel that we're stressed and it's just getting blah. So you know what we do? We plug into some training videos. Or we call another leader and we go see what she's doing. You want to hang with the successful people because that's where you're going to keep getting shows. So that's what you're going to have to do as a leader, and I know that's what I do, that's what Megan does, and I know that's what Kelly does. So Kelly, come on up here, show us what you got.